Chargers fans? My name is Gabe. This is my first video. I'm a diehard Chargers fan. I've been watching them since I was about 10 years old. I'm 26 now. I'm here to speak some truth on this team because I've been watching this team for way too long, and I see the same thing every single season. I'm going to tell you right now, the problem is Tom Telesco. Listen, we're going into Tom Telesco's 10th season, and he's 71 and 78 in his entire career. I'm just telling you right now, like, that's not good enough. 71 and 78, that's a losing record over 9 years. That's 9 years of being below average, pretty much. Having 2 playoff seasons in 9 years. It's not good enough, guys. It's not good enough. So, and I know he's been able to hold on because, like, okay, look, we went 12-4. Melvin Gordon holdout. Now we're back here. Tom Telesco should have been fired right there. Done. Oh, but no? Okay, we went in what, like, we had a horrible season. Okay? We did not make the playoffs, and we didn't really have hope either. Next season, we went 3-8. 2 back-to-back seasons under Tom Telesco. After the holdout with Melvin Gordon. The next season, which was the last season we just had, 2021, we played better, but we didn't make the playoffs. We went 9-8, and although we again missed the playoffs, it was better than last season. So we're going to give Tom Telesco a 10th season. So now, this season that's coming up is very important. We have Justin Herbert in his 3rd season, hasn't made the playoffs ever. He's so amazing, hasn't made it in his first 2 seasons. Our offensive line it was good last year. I still think it's very thin. It's top level thin. If we get injuries there, it's gonna revert to the Storm Norton, Sam Tevi type. I'm just thinking, like, dude, this guy is not putting enough money and investments into this offensive line and defensive line. And I'll get to that in a second, but I'm just saying because Chargers have always been weak at the line of scrimmage. Ever since Jamal Williams left, our defensive line has been weak. Ever since that early Phillip Rivers offensive line has left, Tom Telesco just sucks at the line of scrimmage. Okay? It just is what it is. Dude, this guy's missed on so many draft picks. I don't know why, like, he's still there. He drafted Justin Herbert. He fell in our laps. He didn't even need to make a decision, bro. It could have just auto-drafted. It would have been Justin Herbert. Okay? Like, if I'm the GM, I'm going, what was our worst position last year? Oh, it was run defense. Okay, what does run defense, like, need? Oh, D-line, D-tackle, D-end, middle linebacker, offensive line, outside linebacker, and safety. We already got it, but pretty much all that interior defense, yeah, I'm going to take, like, this stack and just, like, put a big-ass portion of it on that defensive interior. And that means 1st round draft pick, 2nd round, 3rd round. I don't care. Fix that. Like, that's the problem? Okay, fix it this offseason. If it's not fixed, what are you doing? Like, if we have a problem and you didn't fix it, you didn't do your job. So, anyways, we're going to go into this season. We have good receivers. We have good offensive line, but it's top level thin. I guess you could say that about the receivers too, but it's less people in the receivers. It's only like 3 starters. Running backs, that's another big thing. A running back, Austin Eckler, this guy is like 5'6", 5'7". He's taking massive hits every game. Massive hits. This guy is small, and he's a great, strong beast of a player. He's a great player, but he's small, and it's just physics. When there's a bigger, heavier guy running into a smaller guy, the smaller guy is going to get fucked up. So that's why we needed Melvin Gordon, because he's big. He just has more mass, dude. They need to balance each other. And we had Kalen Balaj, which he was pretty dang good too. And again, we let him walk. Like, we didn't value him enough, even though he was good. And yet we kept Justin Jackson and Josh Kelly, who aren't, both of them together. I would literally rather have like a bag of French fries. And Justin Jackson has maybe made a few plays. Yeah, I remember that Pittsburgh Steelers game. Yeah, he went off, but it's the consistency. It's just not there, Like, you need a guy who's big enough to actually run up the middle in that cloud of people in that big scrum, Like, it's just physics, guys. Like, you need a big guy who's strong, who can move, who can keep his inertia, So, okay, going to defense, our defensive line, we signed a new D tackle from the Rams. He seemed good. We got Khalil Mack. That was good. Good job, Tom Telesco. But I'm telling you, 2 guys to the last ranked defense is not enough. J.C. Jackson, too. Honestly, I'm not really worried about our DBs and our pass defense. I'm worried about our rush defense because remember that Cleveland game? We could not stop nothing. They could have done halfback dive 4 plays in a row, and it would have made a first down, probably in 2 plays. And they could have just kept going down. I don't even remember how we won it, except for Justin Herbert played like a god. If we're going to be serious right now, Justin Herbert played like a god that game, like he did in many games, which is the only reason we even went 9-8, even though, again, we lost to the Texans. I'm just saying, it's very obvious that Justin Herbert is a god, and he's probably better than Phillip Rivers. I'm just going to say it right now, even though I love Phillip Rivers. Justin Herbert's going to break all the records if he keeps this pace, and it's our GM, Tom Telesco, who's cheap, arrogant, and has bad relations with these players. They don't like him, like, he's just not a good leader, dude. He thinks he's all smarter than everybody else, so he's going to be smart with the money. He's going to be smart and be like a little cheap coupon god. Be smart with the money. And like, we'll get deals. Khalil Mack, 2nd round. Like, okay, good job, like, every once in a while, but that's not what actually wins you shit. I mean, you can get lucky maybe, but if you look at the Rams just last year, they balled out. They spent so much money on so many different players. Stafford, Odell, Ramsey in the past. But anyways, they spend a lot of money. And being a coupon god, it might make you a decent team, a pretty good, mediocre team, but you're not going to win a Super Bowl being a coupon god, guys. And I just, we're going to give Tom Telesco one more season, but I can't justify 11 seasons and 2 playoff appearances. Even finished the last season, you went 2 out of 10. Imagine if we don't make the playoffs next year. He would have gone 2 for 10. That's 1 playoff appearance every 5 years. And those 2 playoff appearances weren't even very strong. We beat Andy Dalton and the Bengals, and we beat like young Lamar Jackson in a good game in the Ravens. But the next game in both of those was the Broncos, where Peyton Manning pretty much dominated us. We never really had a hope at all. Second was the Patriots, where they just dominated us. They literally pretty much, if this was a UFC fight, they would have taken us down, gotten into mount in like 2 seconds, and just started beating the shit out of us, and the referee would have gotten off. But in football, there's no mercy rule. So, look, our teams in the past have been good, mediocre, but not like, yeah, we beat the Chiefs. We play good with the Chiefs. Okay, I'm not, like, I love this team. I'm not, like, trying to downplay anything, but what matters is the playoffs. Like, what happens in the playoffs? Do you have the balls to win a game and go deep, go past the wild card, go into the championship, and push for the Super Bowl? You know, Tom Telesco teams never have reached past the conference into the championship, the AFC Championship. So if he's gonna go into his 10th season and he's never even gotten to that point, it's like, I think we're done here, you know? Like, it's time, bro. Like, we gave him his chance. He got lucky. He revived himself by drafting Justin Herbert, by being lucky. And so, guys, we'll give him this year, and that's probably going to be it for me. Like, I wanted him fired probably like 4 or 5 years ago, to be honest. I just can't do this, like, arrogant coupon god, like, being cheap, bad player relations. Like, this guy ain't it. He ain't it. He's actually the anchor that holds this team back. I propose to you. So, Chargers fans, I love this team. Chargers fans, I love you. And I hope to, dear God, whoever that may be, that we win a Super Bowl in my lifetime. That's all I want. It's a lot to ask, I understand. But I think that we can do it. And we have Justin Herbert. It's possible. It is possible. We need to put the team together around this guy who plays quarterback better than possibly anyone has ever played this position. I truly, honestly believe Justin Herbert may be the best quarterback to ever play the game. I know that sounds crazy, but I watch every single game. I watch every single throw. He's better than Phil Rivers. He's better than... The only thing that he hasn't shown is clutch winning, what Patrick Mahomes has. Patrick Mahomes has proven he's the best because he wins. Tom Brady, he just has something. Maybe they're just on good teams and they're clutch, and maybe Chargers are just not good enough. But for whatever reason, I'm just saying the Chargers are a snake-bitten franchise. You look at, we've changed everybody. We've gone through quarterbacks now, running backs, receivers, linemen, defense, cornerbacks, fucking safeties, punters, kickers. All have come and gone in the past 10 years. We've made 2 weak-ass playoff appearances. Tom Telesco has been here the whole time. Get this man the fuck out of here. I'm out. Thank you, guys.